Hello YouTube, how's it going? It's on Unreal Engine 5. This is the biggest engine update for a lot of people because it's one of the default engines that everyone says everyone should use. It's a very impressive engine that's very diversified and allows people to create almost any game they want. And it is a very good engine, don't get me wrong, but what really blew a lot of people away is when they actually saw it in action. Like, this is what really blew my mind when it came to Unreal Engine 5. This right here, where you see this incredible environment, well textured, animated, the lighting is good, particle effects and all that, but someone literally went to the assets tool, picked something out, and there you go. Everything was rendered, light in, everything. It just looks absolutely fantastic. And if you remember this Matrix demo that was available to everyone, this is a tech demo to showcase what Unreal Engine 5 can do, available to the public. It was fucking insane. Granted, it was a tech demo, so there were issues with it, such as, when you looked into buildings, they would just use the same repeated textures of stuff like that. But it was only there to just showcase what this project, this engine can do. And of course, there's a double-edged sword to this. When you can make something like this, or just pop in assets willy-nilly like this, no problem whatsoever, it does leave a lot of opening for scam projects. If you watch Kira TV, Big Fry TV, Some Ordinary Gamers, heck, even CoffeeZilla, who he mostly does with crypto and NFTs, but he's also covered video games, I believe, or at least he might be doing that in the future because it's a treasure trove of scam projects. It means that more people can create things like Chronicles of Illyria or Dream World, where they kind of promise the heavens above and everything that's included there, and nothing really gets made from it because it was entirely pre-rendered. I would say the day before also, but that game hasn't been released. But a lot of signs point to that game not being what they say it is. Either way, double-edged sword, but there's also the other edge of the sword, which is this game called Unrecord. Now, this is a realistic first-person shooter. It's a body cam where you play as a cop who goes through, I don't know, multiple rooms. Either way, it looks absolutely fantastic. This is gameplay. Literally, this is gameplay. If you show this to anyone who knows nothing about video games, they'll say, this is real. Like, and I can't blame them. As a gamer, you'll probably, if you're really into the technical stuff like this, I can pause this screen and let me see if any of you can decide. Like, write in the comments below what is the problem with this screen right now, this shot right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if your answer was the lighten, you are absolutely right. Usually, lighten is the dead giveaway when it comes to whether something is real or not. So you can see here the shadows just don't really cast in a realistic fashion. There's no like shadow texture in, or like when you shine light on gravel, you see little little signs of shadows everywhere. But again, if you show this to like your grandma or your parents or someone in your family or friends who don't play video games, guaranteed they would think this is real. Now look at this. This is literally mouse and keyboard gameplay. Like the developers came out and said it. Look at this. You're making oh, I should put the sound on. Look at that. That is freaking insane. Like, this is again mouse and keyboard. And you can see there it kind of handles like a actual game gun instead of like a real gun. If you've ever shot a real gun, you know that's not how it kind of like recoil and all that stuff. It's just to simulate it. But either way, it's freaking impressive. I mean, look at this. You got some Escape from Tarkov, looking at your ammunition, going between rooms. This gives me definite If you ever played the game Condemned: Criminal Origins, this game kind of gives me that vibe, only a little brighter. But either way, it's like the opening scene where you're going into like a crack den and you're literally just taking out psychos. But this time you have a gun. In that game, you have to literally use whatever you get your hands on. But I can see this like being like that. Look at that. Dude, they even have like the blurred image as the person falls down to their death. That's another indicator. You can tell by the sound. Like if you've ever played a game like Insurgency, where the sound effects of the characters just gurgling blood and all that, it's really disturbing. But here they don't have that. I guess they do. Again, this is an indie company, but either way, I'm nitpicking. Look at this freaking insane looking game. Like if this was VR, I can honestly see actual military and police officers using this as a training simulator. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have something like this. I'm not in the military, but I'm almost certain they have some sort of VR program that's specially designed to train SWAT and police officers. But this right here, like imagine this in VR or this multiplayer VR. Like this would be absolutely insane. Again, look at the visual design on this, and it's I have to stretch this. This is an indie game. Like an indie game. Holy freaking Christ almighty. It looks absolutely amazing. Oh, Mutahar covered it. You can see there. My video is not going to get over 200k, but I'm surprised. I'm not surprised Mutahar's covering this, but dear freaking Christ, look at this. Like the reload animation, the shooting. I don't know how the health system will work, but either way, I just wanted to put that out here of how insane this game looks and how Unreal Engine is giving actual passionate developers a chance to create something this absolutely outstanding. Let's watch till the end of this. I want to see how this ends. Like the sound effects are really good. Like this reminds me of like Half-Life Alyx if someone made a 4K texture mod realistic pack. Dude, can you imagine if someone modded a game like this with like you play as the civil service, like the protection combine? Dude, it's freaking insane. That looks absolutely jarring. And right now, where games are becoming kind of stagnated, this is something that I think a lot of people will resonate with of something really fresh. But again, we should just like be in awe of how absolutely like they're using this technology to make something like literally this. And we can only see that more things are going to happen like this, where the technology is going to go way beyond what we can possibly even comprehend, especially when you combine it with AI technology, chat GTP. Like I'm sure a lot of you have seen those like President Play channels that are like booming everywhere, where people are taking basically voice samples from people and creating entire Let's Plays using people who are popular enough. I'm pretty sure you can make one of me, no problem. Like you just need like a handful of voice samples and you can do something pretty convincing. Either way, it's a double, like I said, it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, you're going to get like more scam projects, but if we're going to get more projects like this, man. Anyway, I just want to bring more awareness to this. Like this project just looks insane. I really can't wait to play it. I hope that they release it on console as well. I know I'm like a console player, but you know, one can hope. Either way, that's it. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. That's me signing out.